Welcome everybody to another edition of Cold Blooded Conversations. How's everybody doing tonight? Zemphius, thanks for jumping in the chat again, man. Dude, you're killing it this week, buddy. How you? I seen you say some of that smoke perk for us, bud. Welcome to, like I said, another edition of Cold Blooded Conversations. I'm your host Wally, my co-host Johnny Bongs.
Amen.
How's everybody doing tonight, Johnny? How you doing tonight, bud?
Doing good, brother. It's a busy
Awesome,
day,
awesome.
and got myself geared up for the night.
Heck yeah, here, let's do it. Well, first off, uh, got a new addition to the family I wanted to introduce. I introduced him to Johnny backstage. Everybody that was seeing the panel Saturday night for Nonsensical. This is my new bearded dragon. Welcome to the family. This is Sherbert. Figured I'd show you guys tonight to make it an official since it is cold-blooded conversations.
Oh,
Um,
beautiful.
he's my newest rescue beardy. So but yeah, my youngest ended up naming him Sherbert. So now we got the triple S's. We got Sherbert, Special Ed, and Skittles. So all three of my bearded dragons is an S.
Right on.
I yeah, tonight I just kind of want to chit chat about different things. This morning when we were on your channel talking about movies, Haas brought up about that new Anaconda movie with Jack Black and stuff in it. I seen the preview for it,
Oh,
and it's more of a stand-up slapstick kind of comedy movie. It looks like, with a little bit of twist of from what preview that I was able to see. It looks interesting, but to me, it's going to be kind of a slap in the face, like I said about the main Anaconda movie. The
wow.
original.
I always
So
thought the Anaconda movies were meant to be like a gritty horror.
that's what I thought.
Oh
But yeah,
boy.
this one's one of those, like he said. I mean, I watched it. They had like two different ones, and it was yeah, it's typical Jack Black kind of action slash more comedy to it. I mean, it looks decent. I'll watch it, but it's just still don't call it Anaconda. Yeah, pretty much Zemphius. You're right. Anaconda crossed with Tropic Thunder. That,
Hmm.
that that's that is a prime example of what this is what it looks like it's gonna be. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Like I said, introduce the new guy. Hey, hey up, dude? What's happening? Got a buddy of yours from over off your channel, Johnny, checking out, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, what up, dude? What's up? Good to see you, brother.
So yeah, but yeah, I want to get that. Johnny, you got anything you got to share or anything?
Uh, Still getting some of my notes together.
You've been you got any more stuff you want to share on that morph stuff like you did with some more info on those leopard gecko morphs and everything like you were talking?
Ah, so I do. Let me pull up my notes here real quick.
Go for it, buddy. That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to have topics of animals and everything else. And I know you wanted to talk a little more in detail about the leopard geckos and stuff, since that's more your specialty. The floor is yours, man. Have at it. It's all you.
Oh, see the the ones that I had. I think I explained a little bit. They're kind of your run of the mill yellows, a little bit of purple, some blacks in them. Um, some of the newer morphs they got out there, it's it's funny how they've done this in such a way where it retained a lot of those recessive genes, but they're really finding some interesting ways to work with that, man. Let
Yeah,
me see here.
there's all kinds. Yeah, here I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Zemphius just they're having real high winds. He he got himself a piss shower.
Hmm.
Uh, hey,
Huh.
what's up, James?
Oh,
But yeah, but yeah, they're you're right. There's a monster different kinds out there, man. What's some of the favorites of yours?
So, let's see. I, the thing is, there's one that I've been looking around for a name for, and uh, haven't found a name for it yet. But I was able to get it to happen once in the whole time I've been working with leopard geckos, and it was that tinge of purple that they get as an accent. This was all different shades of that.
Really
Yeah. Whereas
nice.
usually it's a secondary on a lot of them, if
Right,
even noticeable at all. This had a lot. Um, I believe it was called a pastel.
like the
Yeah,
pastel style. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, because I know most of your morphs that they're out there that you see that are real popular. They're more of like your snow leopard colors, the whites with all the black, or they're the tangerine orange, like you said. It's all orange with a little bit of purple and blue.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that and check that out, especially if it's got more of the purple haze and stuff. So you figure that'd be kind of popular, having that kind of colors to it.
Oh yeah. Indeed. 'Cause once again, I've only ever saw like little tiny recesses of that, if anything.
Nice.
Um, called a lavender fasciolatus.
Really
Yes, sir.
nice. Nice. Yeah, we know, Zemphius, you like the purple haze, you dork.
Oh,
Wrong
oh.
kind of. We're not talking that haze on here, bud. That's for another conversation.
Eh,
Uh, but yeah, I mean those are like the ones I named off are the most common that most people do. Um, there, there's an Arctic leopard gecko that they have, and I mean the thing's pretty much almost white, except it's got the hints of the light blue and stuff on it and everything else too. So I mean, it's kind of neat to see that. So
yes, sir.
then the other day, I was watching one of my other channels that I follow that breeds ball pythons. They had one that was damn near as bright as orange as a safety cone. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it was pretty neat. It's an orange dreamsicle, but it had a desert ghost in it, so it made that orange kind of a
Oh,
lighter color on it. Oh yeah, it was freaking. And there's like four other genes inside the snake that the guy I was watching. It's a really high end snake, but the main thing focus was the orange dream and it's a dream sickle as they call it, and the desert ghost mixed together, and it was pretty badass.
sounds beautiful.
Oh yeah, yep. So yeah, that was
Right.
definitely different. Just like beardies, they're getting to where they're either no scales, they're leatherbacks, they're bright orange. Now they've got ones they call them the red monsters. They're literally the color of lava. They're that red, dude. They're sick.
Be- Bearded dragon?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's called a red monster.
Huh.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out sometime. They're cool. They're lava red, and some of them are the lava red bottoms and almost all black on top. They're pretty badass, dude.
Oh, my goodness. Thing's beautiful, brother.
Hmm.
Mostly red with some accents of like some black in there.
Oh yeah.
See, that's one thing that I'm starting to learn about is the. I didn't know that
Zemphius.
there was as many. Hmm?
Zemphius. I had one gene in me, and was the doctor's name. That's don't. God. Yeah, there. As you were saying, go ahead
I
before
just
reading
didn't
that.
know that bearded dragons got that expressive with their
Oh
with
yeah.
their gene coloring.
Well, that's the thing, man. Where we've been talking, the more throughout the reptile community, people's been working all these years with the certain animals that they've expanded out, getting these different genes. It's the sad part is some of them, if they can't get the newer bloodline, like having hets, so it's got some of this other style gene in it, you're getting all deformed, kind of whacked out animals that's got gonna eventually have deformities. Um, Bean,
Huh.
sorry, but
No
yeah,
worries.
they sit there and they work. They've been working on these, getting them to where they're creating these high end animals. Most common though has always been in the ball python game. I mean, that's where the bread and butter of all your multi genes. Now they're going into the sand boas. They're going into the boa constrictors, Burmese, retics. Um, Hell, there's a lady that I follow. She's big into it. She actually has an albino anaconda. Yeah, she's
Oh,
spent the last 15 years uh, going through to create this albino dude. It's freaking gorgeous. So
sounds beautiful.
yeah, she goes around to all the big major shows, the like at Tinley and everything else, and usually takes it with her and shows on display. Man, it's cool to actually see an anaconda that's the albino, the yellow and white like that.
Right. I thought they only came in the green and black.
Yeah, nope. She's been working. She worked her way with one other anaconda breeder. They did a basically a breeding loan with each other and ended up creating. I think they got four out of all the eggs and everything else. They got four of them. She got two and he got two out of the ordeal, and then the others are all het for albino. So it's pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
I remember when albino was like the sought after in the ball python game because of how it was, the yellow red eyes and everything else, and now everything's getting either really bright colored, or you got the exanthic line, which is your black and basically your black and white. Those are
Yeah.
those are pretty sweet. But yeah, it's just the morse in the reptile game has come a long way. I mean, it's actually a produced. There's a gene now in the majority of these animals that it produces it. Unlike, you can get every now and then an albino fox, bears. It's just one of those rare. But in the reptile community, you can produce that stuff.
Mm.
So I mean, it opens the door, like leucistic alligators, all that shit. I mean, it's insane.
See, what gets me is if I'm correct, then in the reptile community, it can be like down to like half albino too. Like have some traits of albino mixed with
Yep.
something else.
Oh yeah. Well, there's Gatorland in Florida. They have what they call a pied gator. It's black with white. It's pretty. It's
See,
pretty different and unique and kind of cool to see.
that right there. I was actually just gonna say, talk about a rarity, like leucistic and albino mixed together, kind of.
Yep. Except it's got
Oh,
but it that, and then they've got what the it's called it's actually a pied gator, which is two different
oh,
colors. So it's got like the grayish of an actual alligator, and then it's got the leucistic white that mixes out through the dominance. Like it's almost like it lost pigment, the color pigment in its skin and stuff. So
that sounds beautiful.
Xanthias with the breeding genetic deficiencies stuff on purpose, especially in the animal kingdom. It is a lot of people take pride in it, but a majority of them that aren't there just for the genetics and to learn the science behind it, it's a money grab. There's people
It,
out there that they do this shit on purpose, and that's why I see it personally. Some of them are just doing it for money, not just because they want to do it.
that, that's something there that if I'm correct, then some deficiencies had to do with just the skin color genes, while the other ones go even farther than that down, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, yeah. There's just different things and stuff. I mean, it's cool to see all these different animals instead of just having like I've got three plain Jane snakes plus I got what they call a clown mahogany. It's got different genetics in it, but I've got three normal snakes, ball pythons that they're just your normal like wild caught colors, the brown and black. So, but people's just learn to take it to the next step and everything, and give us more colorful animals to enjoy. I mean, and now
ooh,
you got people constantly adding on top of those genes are making some very beautiful animals in the process while doing it. So
I just looked up that clown mahogany morph that you were just talking about. That is beautiful.
yeah, I have a male that's that. So
I like the variations of it too, like different patterns of those colors.
hmm I like all cross-eyed white. Jesus, Xiphias. But yeah, I mean, when you get into the morph game, I mean, there's so much behind it. I mean, I know we kind of danced around it last Thursday a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it goes in depth. It really went crazy with the ball python thing more than it did anything else. So
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, that's one of those. It's digs deep and everything else. I mean, it goes clear back to they've actually been finding some of them over in Africa, the albinos, where they've found the genes and stuff over there. So, oh yeah. Well,
Whoa.
and since we're talking about that, the natural happens. The rhino viper and the gaboon viper, they form what they call gabino, which is it naturally happens out in the wild. That's actual natural. Where
Hmm.
it combines those two together, and they turn out to be beautiful animals. But yeah, the ball python thing, it's most of it is lots and lots of trial and error with different snakes and everything else is what it is. So
Yes. See, but like you were just talking about with the Gabino, right, Wally?
hmm
Um, one of the things I've noticed is we're instead of being like a pinpointed breeding project, and like you said, the Mother Nature actually doing it herself. Um, I like the variation on how that turned out.
yeah, that's cool as hell, man. I mean, and they're from the same genus, uh, the viperian side that they're in, scientific side. They're part of the same thing, and they are in the same habitats out in the wild and stuff. So it does happen. I mean,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, I just can't get over it. Instead of like what we were just talking about, where it's a breeding project, like targeting certain genes, this does
right?
it in the wild, and I gotta say, it looks like it's got a very well balanced result.
Oh yeah, it does. It's one of the very few. But like I said, there's more and more now over in Europe, Thailand, and China, and all them. They're finding more stuff actually going through and actually doing what we're doing in captivity, which is kind of cool in a way. Mother Nature's giving us more stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, now we're on to the snake thing. That new movie. Have you been seeing that new movie where's Zootopia that they've been talking about? That's a new cartoon. Well, over in Thailand and China right now, they're having issues with people buying that blue Insularis snake, which is a venomous snake, because one of the main characters in the movie, that movie is the snake that is like that. So there've been a lot of irresponsible people going buying these, and they've had a lot of bites and everything from it. I was just reading about it today.
See,
Irresponsibility.
here's the thing, Wally brother. That I think I've come to learn is that there are some types of snake venom that they can't make an antivenom out of.
They have it for that. It's just one of those deals that it's just goes to show people that are selling these animals over there. It's back to the we're making that money. We don't care if they got experience or not. Stuff like when you
Yeah.
pl- when you play with venomous, man. I don't care if it's even a copperhead. You got to have some type of at least a little bit experience dealing with understanding that the handling of it. You just don't go out and buy them and say, "Here you go. I'm done."
Oh, dude, for real. Uh, it's one of those things where I think we were talking about that a couple nights ago as well. Is no matter how much experience you've had with venomous snakes,
Oh
there
yeah.
is still that day where it could be your last day.
Well, and like I told you, a couple of the big major YouTubers that I follow that's big into the keeping venomous. One damn near lost his life. He's lost his two of them's lost their fingers, and the other one lost his life because he built up that allergic reaction to the venom dust on the cages and stuff from cleaning it and everything. So, I mean,
Well,
it can happen to the best of them. I mean, all it takes is that one split second, and it's
yeah.
game over. And a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people don't understand that.
Well, to people that let's say study a lot of these handlers and watch how they operate themselves, you see some of these people that are really like in tune with every second of every movement, right there, hypnotized on the fucking snake. Well, even
Yeah.
when you're like that, you can still have a day where you mess up.
Yep. And it's happened. I mean, one of the guys, he was over in Indonesia, caught a Indonesian cobra. He
Oh,
has one in his thing, and it happened. He just a split second kind of turned his head away from it. It's on his video. He filmed the whole thing, and it came around instead of him doing what he normally does with the ones he has in his facility. It came around just as he was letting go. It got him, and he lost his finger over the ordeal.
ah, I'm
But it
sorry
was
that he
just
lost his finger, but he's lucky that's all he lost.
right. Well, and then what's even weirder is this guy normally doesn't use a snake hook when he's handling this shit, and he actually had it.
Oh my goodness.
Damn,
Yeah.
Zemphius. Oops. Yeah, they're thick. They're thick there where you're at. They're thick in North Carolina, South Carolina. Um, they're one of the more common your common venomous snakes. So
So, did,
and Johnny's had a bad experience with it because of his dog when he lived down there. So, I mean, and it does. It's one of those deals though. Like we've talked, it affects people differently. Some
so
people, it's like a bee sting. If you're allergic to bees, it's gonna fuck you up more than it is somebody getting bit for the first time by one.
so that right there, I when I dealt with removing them off my property, I don't get me wrong, I did try the more humane way at first. Um, Generally, my experience with that was they seem a little less temperamental than something else, but they still like we just said, they still have their moments, and of course, it's a fucking wild one. So,
Oh yeah,
um, I removed a couple of them with makeshift hook and hands, but uh,
right,
it wasn't not a good idea at all. I took a
right.
gun to the rest of the property.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. I get it. There's ways to do it, but at the same time, like we've talked before, we are taking over what was theirs.
yeah.
Some, I mean I hate to put it that way. I mean, it's nature moving in where they're getting ran and out of their areas. Yes, we're gonna have that problem, but at the same time, oh yeah, yeah, Zephyrs, that's people.
So,
There's people that literally I've seen YouTube videos of their 5-year-old kids grabbing these things, walking around
so
holding them up by their tail.
I had Kevlar gloves, right? And I there was a couple instances where grabbing one of them, it bit the Kevlar. Luckily, it didn't
Oh
bite
yeah,
me, and you could see
right.
the shit drip off the Kevlar.
The Yep, you're right, Zemphius. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, man. But yeah, it's just one of those deals. It's venomous snakes are mother's nature of rodent control, and
Yes.
they need respected. You went the route of respecting, but at the same time, you had enough because of what happened. I understand.
Yeah.
Nothing against that. But what's your opinion on these stupid ass rattlesnake roundups where they purposely go, dude? But yet people praise that shit, and especially down in Texas where these things are huge. I don't agree with it.
Now, I heard some controversy on it. Do they leave like the fangs in the snake?
Yes,
Okay. Well, that
there's
clears up the
even
controversy I've heard.
they fucking dump them in.
Uh,
Exactly. The best rat traps ever invented.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but no, these people are literally going out in dens. They're they're hundreds of miles away from this place, from people up in the hillsides, everything else,
Yeah.
and they're going out just catching them, little ones, whatever, doing this shit, making money off of them. I mean, just it's insane. There's times they'll even have them where their mouths are sewed shut. You'll see them where they sew their mouths shut, dude. Yeah,
I I don't understand that. I thought if we're
but, but yet we can dogfight. They make a big deal about dogfights. They
yeah,
scream they scream inhumanity. I don't agree with the dogfighting either, but yet you don't want to do something about that keeps your rodents and stuff out of your house, everything else, but yet you applaud because they do that shit. So it's like,
see,
wow.
uh, and I've noticed that let's say people with a more of a knowledgeable soft spot for reptiles know how to notice that appreciation. Where let's say something we have that tenderness towards it because it looks cute, right? I've seen people that learn their reptiles and all of a sudden they gain that affection and fondness for reptiles because it all of a sudden they realize just how lookable, if that's the word I'm trying to use.
It's back to that you got to be educated. Actually, Xanthius, you cannot actually milk a snake dry unless you cut out their venom glands. That's the only way a snake will be dry or remove them.
Yep.
They've never milk. You can never milk them dry. It's consistent no matter what, and that's been proven. But yeah, it's just one of those deals. It comes back to it's mainly greed and uneducatedness of everything. I mean, I've got a guy. He goes down to
Very much so.
he's got a place in West Virginia. He goes down and relocates rattlesnakes.
Oh.
Yeah, I still won't forget that, Zemphius. That, like they say, dance with the serpent. I've watched so many
Yeah.
of those stupid ass pastures get bit and die because of their stupidity over that shit. Um,
Well, here, here's the thing, and just to get controversial about that real quick, uh, even those people that believe what they believe in, I'm I'm religious myself, but even I know the common sense that nature has its own free will.
oh yeah,
It has its own free
rattlesnakes.
will. I'm going to use that.
And rattlesnakes is Mother's Nature with the only thing that comes with a warning label on it too.
Yeah.
With that rattle. So I mean,
Oh yeah.
you can't go wrong with that. And two, it's just one of those deals. A lot of snakes has learned to mimic that, if especially if they're in leaf leaf litter and everything else. They've learned to take their tails to make it sound like the rattlesnake and stuff. They've learned their own defense mechanism. A snake would rather run from you than chase you or bite you.
Well, that's the thing. Well, hey, brother, I don't think I ever told you this. I had a run in with a baby rattler.
Yeah, they would rather run from you.
I was flipping through rock, and it I believe it was the Batwing Rattler because the markings on its back. And of
Mhm.
course, the Telltale just flicked its tail right up and started darting at me. Just looked at me.
So
Oh,
you ran into a cane break, which has got like the Batwing, where it's combined between the Eastern Diamond and stuff.
yes, sir. Uh, I didn't stick
Yeah,
around long enough for something to happen.
yeah, that's true. I forgot about those Zemphius cottonmouths. Yes, especially when you're in the water. Most of the time they will leave you alone, but yeah, when you're in the water in the ponds and shit with them, I've seen it. They will follow you.
Yes.
But copperheads, rattlesnakes, shit like that, they'd just rather leave you alone. The only time they'll strike is if you keep fucking with them. Majority of the time, though, everything goes away. Yeah, I watch a lot of the channels where they actually go out in the fields and the it's herping. They go and look for them.
Hmm.
They really don't chase you or nothing else. They just want to be left alone.
Yes.
But yeah,
Mm.
I mean that's the cool thing about venomous snakes though. There's so many out there. The colors, the knowledge behind their venom, what it can do.
Oh yeah.
They actually say a cottonmouth Zemphius will make it to the point their bite will make it so bad that you'd rather kill yourself than try to get an anti venom for it because how bad it is. Because of the headaches and everything else you get from one. But yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing reptiles that way, venomous wise. Snakes, hell, even the lizards. You got your Mexican beaded lizards, and then of course you got your Gila monsters, which are out in Arizona, Texas, and stuff. I mean, it's cool to see that shit.
Oh, it is. Mm.
Like I told everybody before, I like my venomous, but I'm not experienced enough and everything, and not age
Yeah.
wise to be messing with that stuff. So I'll admire it from afar. But now constrictor snakes and shit like that, I'm dumb enough to take the chance to get bit by one of them and mess with them and stuff. So
I don't blame it. Hey, hey, like we were talking about some of these YouTubers that are really deeply into that.
oh
Um,
yeah,
they've just spent years cultivating that passion for it, and it really took off.
hmm, oh yeah.
I, I can respect the hell out of that, man. There's a lot of knowledge that comes with that, and let's say how to handle yourself and how to handle wildlife.
Chandler's Wildlife's a prime example down there in Florida. I mean, the man's got all 10 of the top deadliest snakes in the world in his collection just to educate people about them. I mean,
This
he
guy
acts
sounds
like,
very familiar.
yeah, you'd probably recognize him if you looked him up. But uh he had the world famous king snake, king cobra at the one time that he had. So
See, yeah, I do remember this guy. The thing is, brother, he was generally, let's say, on the younger scale, right? He's dealing with things like king cobras and shit.
hmm,
Oh my god, dude!
yeah, he's like just turned 30.
Holy shit! That's a lot of knowledge for what people would generally assume not long on this earth.
Actually, yes, that is the truth on that one, Zemphius. It was showing cure for that, and they said nope, no more. Because Arizona State University was the ones that was actually doing the research on that.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, Big Pharma's going to have their hands in it. If we take money away from them, what the hell else? That's just like they were working on a cure. Some of the venom from certain snakes was would kill cancer cells, and then they put a stop to that shit.
Right. I mean,
It's because the pharmaceutical companies would be losing their ass because there's cures out there that they're scared of because they can't govern it and they can't make the money off of it.
right. It, and you know, that right there. I know that a lot of people would publicly say, "Yeah, no, it's not what it is. We have to find the cure." Yet, really, then how come the cures that we've found already from things like this haven't gone any farther? They should have just took in right off.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no kidding. Hey, he was part of this, Johnny. This is cool. I didn't even know that. That's when it originally started. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Zephyrs, thanks for sharing that, man.
nice.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. Just like with with the THC and shit of what it's supposed to do, and now they're regulating it. And dude,
Yes.
it's just. But yeah, there's so many anti venoms out there that actually could work for certain major medical stuff that, like Zemphius said, and we've been talking that he brought up. They just don't want to deal with it because they lose their ass on it.
It, how do I say this? And it's quite blunt, but it costs more money, or you earn more money treating somebody
Yep, that's
than
exactly.
you do to cure them.
Yep, that's what it's called, greed. That's like
Oh
uh,
yeah.
that's like the laws that are going into effect that I just got from U.S. Arc because I'm a member of that. There's a couple states that are. I think it was South Carolina or North Carolina. I can't remember which one now, but they're wanting to ban all reptiles, lizards, everything. But under the law, the way they worded it, human trafficking is an exception. It's literally worded that way in the article that they sent out that they got a copy of from the U.S. Arc that's fighting this to where for people can keep their reptiles. Yeah, it literally says when I find a copy of it, I'll text it to you. You'll jaw drop. I couldn't believe that. But human trafficking is okay. I'm like,
Uh,
what?
See, when you say the U.S. ARC, you mean ARC? Oh, different
Nope.
ARC.
Hmm.
Got you.
United Reptile Keepers Association.
Got you.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's a big it helps us keepers be able to keep our animals because of irresponsible people and uneducated government.
Yeah.
So yep, they're yeah,
Golly.
but yeah, when I read the wording on that law that they're trying to pass, I was like, you gotta be shitting me. They literally said it's okay for human trafficking. What the fuck?
Oh, I
Big
don't
red
know how I
flags.
feel about
Big red
that.
flags.
That crimson, crimson.
Yeah, but
Oh
yeah,
my
I mean, and
god.
that's the thing is governing bodies. One little mistake or something somebody doesn't understand. As much as I hate talking politics, but this deals with this side of the conversation.
It
They just
does.
stick their nose in, and they don't want to hear reason from actual reputable breeders, reputable good keepers, all that stuff. They just want to
Yeah.
make it to where nobody has anything. So
See, and that type of regulation, if you want to call it, it can lead to, as much as we do this for people's protection, it can lead to a whole worse outcome than just people's protection was even in the cards to begin with.
I mean, hell, the black market's already as big as it is. It'll get even bigger. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough overseas. I mean, I seen the videos. A guy that lives over in Thailand. They have what they call the reptile market. Well, it's the black market, but it's for animals, and they ship them over here to people that buy them. They give them to people, and they're protected animals that these people motherfuckers are catching.
Uh, Sounds like it could have some problems to it.
Well, and I mean that's how a lot of these, like I said in the past, that's how a lot of these reptiles were introduced back in the early 70s.
Oh yeah, and you know what, Wally brother, it's starting to happen again.
Yeah, because they're putting a stop of this shit of letting it actually be bred in captivity, so people are taking them and doing it on the black market, making their money, and people are getting what they want because it's available to them there because they can't get it on a regulated side like you
Yes.
can over here.
Yes. Uh, it could decimate a fucking ecosystem. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it does that. I mean, it happens.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But besides humans decimating an ecosystem, my personal opinion, a fucking cat's the worst animal that's ever been kept as a pet. But yet they still don't put laws on them.
No. Oh no. Because it appeals more to family.
Right. Once again, uneducated people making rules.
Bingo. Bingo. Oh
But
man.
yeah,
Hmm?
but yeah, I mean that's what it is. That's basically what it all boils down to.
Yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
and then it comes back to where the younger generation, because of older generation, well, I don't like this because I just don't like it. So you're going to be taught not to like it, and when you see it, you kill it.
Mm, like let's say that at that point, education of such a subject flies out the window.
Right. Well, I mean, you remember being a little kid. I mean, go to the
Yeah.
zoo, you see the reptiles, everything else, the tigers, all excited, and then you get a little older. You would get just for I'm just throwing an example. You get around somebody that doesn't like this stuff. They're
Yeah.
going to try to persuade you. Well, you don't need to like this because I don't like it. So we're going to teach you the hate on it, just like how it is in humans.
So that
Everything's taught.
the subject of, like you just said, if I don't like it, why should it even be appreciated? Right?
Right.
You don't have to like something to appreciate it, but just because you don't like it, you're gonna throw the appreciation out the window too.
And then teach people not to like it because you don't like it.
Yeah.
And then you get more people that start forming these groups where it does that shit, and it's like, man, come on now. So it's one of those deals. It's just ridiculous.
Well, people are capable of better, or at least they should be. Uh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So you got anything else you want to talk about before we jump off here and stuff and jump over on your channel for a little while?
Hey, I covered some stuff, brother. I'm good.
Alrighty. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you everybody in the chat and stuff tonight. Thank you for watching another edition of Cold Blooded Conversation. Tomorrow night is movie night with Michael and friends. Saturday is Nonsensical Nonsense, where we open the panel up for everybody to do. Have a good time, hang out. Sundays, Unnecessary Roughness with Glick and Rick. And then we're back here Monday night with Speedway Stories. I got a guest, Brock Talbert's going to be on here and everything, talking some rough truck racing and his first rookie season of modified. And then Tuesday is Glick's House of Music. Wednesday is Brittany and Michael Hump Day Ha-Ha's on Wednesday. And then we're back here again for Cold Blood Conversation on Thursday night. Thank you guys for tuning in and everything else. You guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. See you, Johnny.
See
I'll
you,
see you on the
brother.
next one.
Yes, sir.